How's it going, Flag here? This will be my boss guide for Sister Friede from the Ashes of Ariandel DLC. This is going to be an endurance based guide. For it you're going to need the Chloranthy Ring, and the Hornet Ring will also be very useful. Both these rings will come into play in all 3 rounds. Also, ideally, especially for round 1, a good shield would be useful. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Okay, the method here is going to be to get in there and not use any Estus until round 3. We're going to get up close, we're going to take damage with our shield raised, and then we're going to hit twice. What you don't want to do is this. It's certainly going to make not using Estus more difficult. Okay, so as I said, take the damage with the shield, hit twice, but you don't want your endurance to go right the way down, so you want to back off. If she goes invisible, we're going to trace her. So she's went invisible, and you can see she shot to the left. So we're going to run to the left, and we're going to interrupt her attack. Again, hit her twice, and then get out of dodge. If you feel lucky doing 3, fine, but not many people have that much endurance. Okay, so getting close, block. If you can, stab her in the back. Stab her in the back. And then hit her when she's down, obviously. Right, that means she's jumped right behind you. Turn round. 1, 2, get out of dodge. Avoid the ice attacks best you can. If they hit you, you are getting frostbitten. Take the damage. 1, 2. As you can see, I'm also using the Sun Princess ring, so my health is slowly ticking over. That's her. She's just done her jump. 1, 2. If you can get behind her, get behind her. That's it. Every backstab is good. And we're just whittling down our health. You can do this with any weapon and you can keep this up. As long as you've got a shield and you're only taking those 2 hits, you can do this for ages without taking too much damage. Just don't get stabbed right at the start. Okay, round 1 done. Now round 2 is going to be where the endurance comes in. So I would use Ember up now. You still haven't touched any of those health Estus. And if you've got magic, I would advise use magic in this round. If not, you can use melee as well. This guy is insanely easy to dodge, and whilst there is 2 enemies there, you can really just ignore Friede. She's going to send these ice attacks, but as long as you're always kind of moving in a circular motion, you're honestly fine. So you can get up close and personal and hit him a bit, and then back off. You can actually just keep circling this room for as long as you want and not taking any damage at all. If that guy does get close to you, he is so easy to dodge close range. Unless you're directly where that bowl is hitting, you're not going to do and take any damage. So get in, nip in and hit him. When she goes on the ground and does this, damage her, just bonk her in the head with the staff. Now what I would advise doing is, at least for the first 2 minutes, just get used to this moving around the room. You're also trying to keep her in the frame. She very rarely attacks. I think that's the only time she properly gets close to me. But get used to moving around the room. Get used to not taking any damage. It only takes a minute and you'll be confident with it. And then, as I said, if you're melee, get in and attack. If you're using some magic or a bow, just do it from a distance. Just reduces risk slightly. Also, obviously, if you're a melee character, you're going to have a lot more Estus, health Estus flasks to use. I think I've got 7 or 8 to use in the last round. If you're a melee build, honestly, this is so much easier, particularly in the next round. Okay, now again, just always try and keep her in frame just so you can see if she's trying to heal him. There she is, look at the fucker. But 1 hit will do it. I'm fairly sure you can even use a dagger. Look how close you can get there and not take damage. And again, you're not worrying about her at all, because when he dies, she'll go down as well. Don't stand like an Egypt doing that. Obviously that's how you take damage. And just keep an eye on your endurance. When you can walk, walk. But always be moving. Always moving. Never just stand still. And there we go. Now round 3, you're going to go full Bloodborne. Okay, so you're not going to be using the shield. You're going to be dodging a lot. And you're just going to be inflicting damage at those opportune moments. Now this is where the Hornet Ring comes in. So the plan is to keep your distance until she closes the distance. When she closes the distance, you're going to get behind her and stab her, or you're just going to try and inflict damage. But it's all about dodging. So if she goes up in the air, get behind her. And this is, I said the Hornet Ring is good when she's down. Attack, but her scythe, as you'll see, do a lot of damage. So you want to keep your distance, because some of her long range attacks are lethal, and if you're too close, you're going to take the damage for it. So back off now, back off. When she goes invisible, honestly, the best strat is to just run in circles, but you need to keep the whole video. You need to be able to see everything, so don't be staring at a wall like I'm doing here. That's not ideal. Otherwise, you're going to get punished like that. So just run in circles, but keep everything, and you'll be able to dodge effectively. That move there is very lethal, which is why we're keeping our distance unless she closes it. But when she does close it, she leaves herself very, very vulnerable. As long as you're dodging, you won't take the damage, and you just want to end up behind her after it. You can equip the frostbite ring she gave you at the start of this, but I wouldn't advise it. The frostbite comes on so quickly that ring does fuck all except take up a ring space. Absolutely pounding the Estus now. Boom. If her sight lights up like that, it's a good shot, because she's only going to come in and swing twice, so it's just a double kind of roll, and you get right in behind her. But that's only happens about 2 or 3 times throughout the entire fight. Just stick to the same thing. When she goes invisible, run in circles. Keep your distance unless she closes the distance. When she closes the distance, dodge until you're behind her and her flurry's over, and stab her in the back. Rinse and repeat. And do better dodging than I'm doing. I'm rusty, I'm getting very used to using my shield. Never be afraid to just smack her as well when she's getting up, because you get some good free shots in there. And that's it. Done. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Toodles, bye.